Alan Swain there, third, fourth Pete Belsey. Head through Hamilton and Alan Swain spins! He spins around, Pete Belsey's on the grass to avoid him. Fast as well goes Probert. Now they're going to be battling for third. Swain's going back in the right direction and Probert's going to try and come around the outside. Belsey gets side on to Alan Swain, spins as well. Well, he makes his better start this time. He's made the best start of the race. He leads. There's an awful start from Mike Dugdale. He's down to early third position already. So heading to paddock Kilbed. And Dugdale gets the car all sideways and he spins into the road, having a spin as well from the car of Tom Murphy. Will all the cars miss Tom Murphy because he's on the edge of the circuit? No, he's been hit by Ian Shepherd, I think that is. He's one of the people that started from the back because he retired in the first race. On the inside goes on the BMW. There's the tank left for Dugdale, hit Tom Murphy. There's cars spinning everywhere and John Temperat's just managed to avoid it. Oil down at Brooklands and there's a spin there. Can't quite tell whose car it is, but we've got a massive line of oil. Paul Hinson slides his way through the corner up to second. Now it's George Robinson. Where's he come from? He's gone second then. Palmer there and Palmer and Hefford battling away for third position. Leaders will get checkered flag as we see Luke Austin and Matthew Wallace spinning that battle for fifth position. There's Stuart Nichols again, but Bast to get both of them as he round the outside of Wallace, who's got a massive slide on. I wonder if hit there was contact with Luke Austin because there may will be damage. It's 3 cars off now. Everybody spinning on the oil down there. This final lap through Brooklands is going to make a huge difference to the race if you can keep the car under control through the oily section there at Beckett's. There's Michael Nichols has fought his way back up into 16th position after he's been earlier. He's second in the Mark III Class C class. Somebody else gets started. That's the third and third in that class, actually, Jim Davies. And there's lots of people losing it there on the oil, just about continuing to point in the right direction was Adam Stevens, I think it was. And we got a spin there. Somebody else has lost it. That could well be Simon Wallace. So now we can ride on board with him. I think this was the last lap, was it? Yes, they hit. Oh, there goes round the car of Mark Snelling. Now Stuart Nichols, what did he see of it? Well, there's the Austin and Wallace cars going off. Rob Barnett going off as well. And Stuart Nichols said, thank you very much. I'll have all those positions. Now let's watch the car in the bottom left-hand screen on that rear view cameras. Was there a problem with Matthew Wallace's car? Let's take a head into the Druids hairpin for the first time in these very wet conditions. 30 minutes plus 1 lap, and they're all bundling in for second. Tibbs and Hagan Bond's down to 4th, and Ferguson goes off. Ferguson's heading towards the tyre when he hits the wall hard. This car spin in the middle of the pack. Paul Jarvis almost runs into the back of Joe Ferguson as well, and the silver cars hit the tyre wall. And John Mickle was the other person that was really strong so far today. We'll try and pick him out for you. And we've got a spin there, and all this car's going off in avoidance. Oh dear, that was the Martin Gadd car that had a spin. He will be able to rejoin. We've got 2 cars off. Pascal Deporte is one of them. But there's Andrew Smith involved in that. Something flies off some of these cars. They head down the mountain shape. Onto the brakes they go then. It's Andrew Smith battling away there, and he spins the car. The car spins towards the Barry tyre wall. And somebody goes off very hard into the tyre wall behind. That's Andy Powell's Royale. First of all, he hit the oil, I reckon, that's down there, and then caused the car to spin. He managed to stop before the toe, but Andy Powell's car went in very hard. Then Voucher trying to find contact there between the 2 cars, Wells and Voucher. Through Chris Curve we're going down towards Gooseneck, and up on the inside goes Steve Wells, and they can't contact. Steve Wells' car goes up in the air as we go through the Gooseneck and over the grass and the field to go through. Steve Wells, I think, heading down on the grass down towards Mansfield. We're on board with Steve Lansley, who managed to get past Rob Johnson there, who didn't make a very good start. Two hands, something's gone on ahead because everyone's had to back down because of the Tiger sitting in the middle of the road. That was the car in the hands of Mick Grant. He wasn't sure of it as he headed down towards Coppers for the first time. Slow down with the cars, and somebody flew over the back of the car there.
So here comes Robbie Watson, he still leads the way. Then Balcawara goes off the road. He goes towards the tyre wall. But misses the tyre wall, managed to bring it back onto the circuit. A big moment there. He's going to lose second to Tuttle now, who's got past Sneak.
Paul Dobson comes flying around the outside from 6th position. He goes equal second, side by side with Gary Wickham. Up Wickers goes sideways. Paul Dobson spins then in the Mazda. Everybody just about managed to avoid him. Another car goes round. I think that was one of the escorts. That's the car in the hands of Stuart Day. Round the outside into Druid, and the Monaro goes round. Josh Onseti spins the car then out the Druid's hairpin, spins onto that tarmac runoff we have this year, and Onseti continues, only losing one place. For second now, Gary Whittaker's closed in Colin Tester, which included Paul Bellamy, Dennis Bassam, Mark Fowler, also Cox. And now Cox has closed them in. So down into paddock. AJ Owen dives up on the inside of Andy Robbie, then he's got his nose inside, and there's contact between the two cars. Andy Robbie spins off into the Paddock Kilburn gravel trap. Let's take a replay of AJ Owen. He definitely had a gap there on Andy Robbie, and then he closed the gap, and there was contact between the two cars. Let's see on the bottom of paddock, and Andy Robbie just spinning into the gravel trap. Into paddock, two cars off, that's Mark Cameron, and Mark Sims hits the tyre wall very hard. So that'll be both those cars out the race. Hopefully both drivers are okay. Yellow flags now into paddock. Simply to cut across the front of Karen's car. So both the cars headed into the tyre wall. You see now how hard Mark Sims hit the barrier of the car, launches up in the air. But Burns may well have the better of him as they head down into paddock Kilburn for the first time, and there's a collision further back. Cars all getting together, the back of the G40s and the front of the G20s. Meanwhile, it's Robinson that does have the better of Burns heading up the hill towards Druid. It was a spin, I think, possibly Lee Mull. Take another shot, I think you see the two cars just get spun in the nose of one of the other G40s. Right, 15-minute restart, and Will Burns definitely makes the best start this time as they head down to paddock. Clive Richards gets spun round the front of Mike Robinson. He collects up onto the grass. Off as well goes one of the G40s that buries himself into the tyre wall. And off the circuit there, into the tyre wall heavily goes Cavan Corcoran. He's out of the race. Corcoran gets out of the car in a lot of frustrations. He's not happy about that. Let's take a replay of him going off very quickly and hitting the tyre wall very heavily indeed. Past the 458 then, putting that a lap down. Schulz still leads them from Masillo. Up the hill they go, diving up on the inside. Contact between the two leaders. Andy Schulz just saving the car there. Next one, this is a replay of what happened to him at the old hairpin. Gains a position to next up in the car, gets all sideways. Then he exits the corner, steering wheel comes out off. And Andy Schulz just about puts the steering wheel back into position. And you continue the race in a second position. Mike Kuma, the race leader, you see he's managed to get away. Let's have a look again from Alex van Erheim. And there you go, you see his steering wheel came completely out of position. Managed to just about put it back in. Good battle turning into the corner, and Peter Winnie on the inside of Simon Tomlinson. The two cars make contact heading through the corner, knocking down all the bollards. Simon Tomlinson slides through on the grass. Car won't slow down, it hits the barriers and then bounces into the tyre. Well, let's take another look at that one then. Contact from the Sayat of Peter Winnie sends Simon Thompson into a massive spin, and then the wet grass speeds the car up. Sees Richard Westbrook come up on the inside of him into Agostini. He can't do it, yes he can, he pulls back alongside. The two cars, Robin and Michael Caine, goes off the road. The car rotates on the grass, spins back across the track. Everybody managed to avoid him. Into the second position, but he dives up on the inside and gets completely alongside Stuart Voice, and he's got it done. He's into second position. Voice trying to fight back as he tries to come up alongside. It's contact between the two cars. Steve Roberts' car slides towards the outside of the circuit. A pointing finger there from Mark Chang. Let's see what happened on board with Kevin Denrenden. Not quite enough room between the two cars. Voice trying to get off the grass there, it seemed, and went into the side of Roberts. I think it broke the steering on Voice's car by the looks of things, and he has retired from the race. Steve made it back in front of Calvert. Calvert looks up on the inside of the place, can't do anything about it there. Then around the outside we go Gareth Evans, and there's contact between the two cars. They both spin off as well. There's Jeremy Crook, and there's contact on the grass between him and Calvert. Hagan that leads, Martin Ward in second. Round the outside comes Tom Bell. He started on the fourth row of the grid. It goes sideways, no contact with Nick Ford and Jones as they head now out of Redgate. But I think Tom Bell has definitely gained positions. Yes, look, it's depending how this goes down the grade, it's for both him and Fergus. It's well in front. Steve Bowden being turned around going into Hollywood. He manages to save it. The car was 90 degrees to the circuit. So they now head down towards the old hairpin. Cars off the road. Nick Ford and Jones swap sides and goes off into the tyre wall pretty heavily down there at the bottom of the old hairpin. So now the leaders making their way up towards McLean's, and it is a change for the lead possibly. Is Harry Campy. He's in the wall underneath the bridge. Carnage on this first half a lap of the 11th round of the Stock Cats Championship. Now under pressure from Paul Dobson, who looks up on the inside into Hallbeck. He's on the grass, he's on the curb, the Mazda spins. Once again, a second spin was allowed for Paul Dobson. This time the car facing backwards, gets it into reverse gear, spins the car back round again, back on the grass, back into first gear again. The car slides back onto the road. Paul Dobson there looks up on the inside of Gary Whittaker and moves up there into second. He's going to try and get Mark Biggers as well. Then he slides the car. He goes into the side of Mark Biggers. Biggers spins the skyline and he goes into the tyre wall on the exit of Cascades. And he brakes very late. He's at least got into the back of Paul Forbes, flipping the car around. Paul Forbes saves it fantastically, but Lee Scott spins the car onto the grass. Here's a replay on board with Colin Bysouth and brakes really late. And then he gets a hit from behind. Who was that? Not totally sure from that shot. But Chang had to take an avoided action. Hopefully we can see what happened on board with him, because we have a camera with Chang. Here we go. But David Drinkwater locks up massively into the back of Colin Bysouth. I'm asking that Paul Jarvis gets his car all crossed up. The car slides towards the barriers. He saves it, hit the barriers, comes back across the racetrack in front of the rest of the pack, and somehow everyone else must have missed him, but there's another action going on further down the road as well. Cars on the grass. And mayhem strikes and begins the race. And it's Steve Howland's replay. He goes up the inside of Froughton. He tags Froughton. He goes round in front. Paul Jarvis is sliding as well. And then Howland just misses. And off as well, Matt Digby. So he just missed Paul Jarvis. And Matt Digby was right there as well. But Steve Howland just about survived all that. With two cars spinning in front of him. That pit man, you can see the violent spin Matt Digby had on board with Andrew Harding, as he has the two cars slide in front of him. He had a big slide on as well, missed both of them. There's Paul Jarvis almost taking Steve Howden. Now, Wayne Harris on the grass, we get hit, and they're going to go side by side. Bro lets the gap go. Matt Wallace up on the inside, then on the damper line, the car goes all sideways and he spins right in the path of Ben Rowe. And Ben Rowe's off as well. Both of the cars then, that battle for third position, both on the grass. Matthew Wallace restarts the car and will rejoin Ben Rowe. Already done so. Let's take a look at that on board with Rowe then. Wallace up on the inside line, on that damper line. Got it all wrong, and Ben Rowe wisely saw that, took to the grass, didn't want to risk contact in the final round of the year.